Man on Wire Analysis versus Free Solo. Human behavior flowers from the main sources: desire, emotion, and knowledge. Plato. What drives individuals such as Alex and Philippe to accomplish such crazy stunts such as free soloing and wire walking? In order to frame the psychological drive of each man in accomplishing his dream, the filmmakers utilized different music selections and the inclusion of certain details. The filmmaker's decision to include specific details in the film shapes the audience's perspective of the two protagonists and what emotion motivates them. The audience is first introduced to Philippe Petit and Man on Wire, with him saying that dying for your passion is beautiful, and then at the end he states that we have to exercise rebellion. With the underlying theme of taking chances present in the beginning and the end of the film, the audience gets a sense that this was all Philippe cared about in his life. Even his girlfriend Annie states that his obsession was almost demonic. The audience immediately gets a sense of real passion from Philippe. Compare that to Free Solo, where we're first introduced to Alex, and his mother stating how the family was never big on passion. Right there is a huge contrast in the drives between the two men, with one being all about passion and the other not at all. His mother then goes on to say that Alex was always very methodical and organized. And right as she says that, the scene cuts to Alex planning the climb. The audience then comes to the conclusion that Alex is very organized and that in order to carry out a certain plan, everything needs to be planned extensively in advance. With scenes about their past, the filmmakers shape the audience's opinion that their drive developed over time. In Man on Wire, the filmmaker includes the scene where Philippe first found out about the towers.
Something that inspired me. I see two towers, and the article says one day those towers will be built. They're not even there yet. And when they are, they will become the highest in the world. Now I need to have that, this little tangible start of my dream. But everybody is watching, but I need that page. And so what I do is, under the cover of this, I seal the page, put it under my jacket, and go out. Now, of course, I would have a toothache for a week. But
the minute he sees the towers, he knows he has to walk them. He's so excited, he's frantic. When we see Philippe act like that, the audience begins to really feel the passion that Philippe emits. But they also feel a sense of disorganization, especially when he frantically leaves the dentist's office, still with a toothache, to go see his friends about the towers. That scene sets a disorganized tone for Philippe. With Free Solo, the audience gets a different feeling. We already know that he's very organized and methodical, but then we also get a different feeling when he talks about his father. He states that his father was always helping him pursue his dream and goals about free soloing, and then Alex then goes on to say that he died shortly after. With that scene, we as the audience get a sentimental feeling. We feel that Alex climbs for his dad and how that's how he connects with him. Through just that one scene, we start to get a grasp as to why Alex is trying to pull off this stunt. The two movies' differing soundtracks show the audience the different emotions that drive the two protagonists in each documentary. In Free Solo, the filmmaker chooses songs that would confirm our thoughts on what drives Alex. The filmmaker chose those songs to show the audience that Alex is somber, methodical, and sentimental. With that type of music playing in the background, our opinions on what drives him are only enhanced more. Compare that to Man on Wire. The music is very sporadic, and passionate. We already feel those emotions about Philippe, and the music just justifies those opinions. With including certain details and a different soundtrack, the audience gets a different idea of what drives these two individuals. Although both thrill seekers, the psychological drives of those two are completely different, from passion and disorganization for Philippe to methodical and sentimental for Alex. Thank you.